Good morning, everybody. Oh, let's see, the mic is on. Perfect. Awesome. Welcome, everyone. This is 3rd June, and look at this pound yen. The same idea we analyzed yesterday in the Asian session for price to continue up to fill the high. We are coming up right now. Let's just make sure all systems are running right now. We have Zoom coming up. We have the Gulag also coming up right now. Beautiful. So yeah, I mean, right now, I just think we're going to continue moving bullish here on pound yen. I mean, we broke about 155, 500. That was a very important area we need to break for price to continue on all the way till, I would say, like 155, 850, 155, 900, because looking on the higher time frames, we have clean candles here to the left hand side. So I think this will be a really good move moving up from this point. I did have a position. I actually had a buy stop on pound yen, which is still active right now. Right here, let me just make this a little bit smaller. This is still active right now. I have one lot running, closed 9 lots, and we'll try to see if we can add a position here as price starts to break above this area. As it starts to break above this area, we'll see if we can possibly add a position somewhere on the 15-minute time frame. Yeah, somewhere right over here. As we start to break above, I think this will be a really good impulse entry, anticipating the volume from NY open to continue driving price up. And we got a good, like, 18 to 20 pip range here as well. Let's take a look at this chart over here. This is gold 30-minute chart. Potential buys above this area, potential sells below this area. Okay, looks good. We're going to take a look at gold here as well. So the price I'm going to keep in mind on pound yen is going to be around 155, 750, because this is a minor resistance being created right here. I think above this area we have clean candles to the left hand side going all the way up, so we're going to keep this in mind. Okay, let's take a look at gold. Gold is coming down, which was expected because they're looking at really good NFP numbers, so I think those good NFP numbers are being priced in at this point, right? So gold is coming down to a support area. It is really bearish at this time, and if it's bearish at this time, I think there's a really good opportunity we can continue down to possibly fill this wick here at 1882. Right over here as well, which will be around, I would say it's around like 70-80 pips. Pretty big range here, to be honest. Looking on the 1 hour time frame, we're creating a really solid support. I think we can kind of like, make the support a little bit better right here. Perfect. We got this support. We got this 30-minute candle coming down. So this is going to be easy, right? We got a support formed. If we break the support, there's a very high probability gold can continue moving bearish. Looking to the left-hand side, we have clean ranges below 1892. But at the same time, if you look on the 4 hour time frame, if we do break below 1892, that break below would be like, okay, price went up to create a top wick on the 4 hour, kind of like retest 1895, 96. And now it's continuing to go bearish in its intended direction where it had to go. So yeah, I think this is going to be pretty good. Wait for this to break. Right now we're just creating this minor range here in gold. Capital Hungry decided to delete his YouTube videos. Oh wow. Capital Hungry deleted all his YouTube videos. Crazy. Okay, let's see here. Hey, good afternoon. This morning I won 10 pips on AUD USD before it reversed. Boo ha ha ha. Oh, nice. Will you trade NFP tomorrow? I'm probably going to do some buy stops and sell stops on NFP tomorrow, but I'm necessarily not going to trade it though. Well, buy stops, sell stops, same thing. So we're going to see what happens tomorrow. So looking for potential buys above, I would say 155, 750. .750. Here we go. I think it's going to be a pretty good idea here. Above. Make it a little bit smaller. Maybe 20. Perfect. For sells, I don't see anything unless we break below 155,600, because this is where we created some sort of minor support. And then if we do break below 155,600, just like 10, 11 pips away, it's not much, so we're going to see what happens. Thank you for the unexpected guest yesterday, and very generous of you. Here's a gift for you. Thank you, thank you. All right, let's take a look at GA. Let's bring up GA here. What is GA saying, mate? Oh, daily kind of looks like pound yen over here, pumping bullish. It is moving bullish at this time. We're approaching a resistance on GA here as well, right over here, 1.3883. Oh wow, yeah, it has clean candles going all the way bullish. Look at this right here. Clean moves, clean candles to the left hand side. 15-minute time frame. Oh, we did break the high over here on the 15-minute time frame. I think this was an entry right here on GA, breaking above this high. Yeah, I think it should continue up at this point. Okay, let's take a look at this pound. Oh, nice. Pound AUD buys right here. Very good. If gold closes weak bullish on 30-minute, can we expect the next 30-minute to break the low to continue down, or would you prefer to wait and see how the 1 hour candle closes? When the gold 30-minute candle, wait, how will it close weak bullish? If the gold 30-minute candle closes, why would I want to wait for the 1 hour candle to close when that's also going to be the 1 hour candle close? Come on, Mr. Khalil Campero. Khalil Campero from the Gulag over there. All right, let's take a look at this. This is pound yen. I'm looking to buy when price break the high. What do you think? Is it too late? I think it's good. I think it's good. What I'm going to be looking for is I'm going to be looking for price to kind of break above here, and then I'm going to take an impulse entry, because we're creating a resistance, and I think it's awesome. If we're creating a resistance, I think that this gives us an opportunity to take buys as we start breaking above this area. So that's something I'm going to be waiting for here today on pound yen. Is there a limit when you can deposit through crypto? No, there's no limit. GJ secured 90%, stop loss to break even, buy impulse, support created. Oh, nice. Secured 90%, done for the day. Beautiful. Beautiful trade here. You know what I have noticed is when it comes to crypto exchanges have been charging really, really high fees here for people. When you start to do a withdrawal, it's huge fees with withdrawals. Industry standard is like 2%, 2.5%. Raja Princess Leila says Jabba the Hutt isn't home. You smash. I don't know what that is. Is there a limit when you can deposit? Do you think there's a correlation between gold and USD pairs? Do I think there's a correlation between USD and gold pairs? Of course, they're inversely correlated. That's the most basic thing you learn when you start trading. You have gold. Gold is a safe haven for the US dollar, which means if the US dollar is in trouble, the money flows from the US dollar to gold, and you see gold rise. So the reason you're seeing gold fall over here, something that we've been talking about since Monday, is because of the fact that they're really optimistic about the NFP numbers here. So if you look at calendar, we go towards Friday. You look at right here, right? Really optimistic numbers over here, which means really good for the US dollar. So if something's really good for the US dollar, the money is being moved from the safe havens to the US dollar here. So that's why it's moving from these areas here. Gold's coming down. It's not true. Kraken, yeah, Kraken has low fees. Binance has low fees. Some other exchanges you've seen. Does Magic Keys work on Bluetooth? No, it doesn't work on Bluetooth. All right, UN sent a chart. Looks like pound yen is coming back down. We're going to put a yellow line over here. This yellow line indicates visually where we want price to break above and where we want price to break below, right? So we're ranging at this point now. So this will be a no trade range. No trade range. There we go. All right, let's take a look at this chart sent by UN. UNGA. Oh, nice, nice. By the way, entered buys when a new candle broke the high of the previous one. Beautiful. Impulse entries right there. Gold looks up. Gold is looking down right now, my friend. Look at this. It's true, gold is at a 4-hour support, but you got to be careful because we got ADP coming in about 8:15, and then we also got unemployment claims. They're looking at slightly good numbers, but we'll see what the reality is. All right, GA. Oh, nice. We're coming in with GA charts over here with profits. GA is still bullish. Let's take a look at GU. GU is also coming down, kind of like retracing at this point. Interesting. Notice how gold moved down due to the optimistic numbers for NFP, and GU did not move down. And the reason, it didn't move down because the pound was really bullish. So pound was more bullish than the USD, because if the USD was bullish, pound USD should have come down, but it didn't. Because pound was more bullish than the USD. Plus, also it was a London session too, so the USD was closed. Can you take a look at CWUDWO? Yeah, I think you need to send a chart, and then we're going to take a look at those alphabets. Do you still look for impulse entries if price breaks the low of, say, a 30-minute candle and then goes up to break the high? Sometimes I do. So right over here, we're creating a resistance. If the next 30-minute candle comes up and breaks the high around 155, let's say 750, I'm going to be looking for an impulse entry at that point. Yeah, it's just ranging at this point now. Gold is also ranging at this point. Let's take a look on the 15-minute time frame. Yeah, this is going to be a no trade range here for gold. We're just ranging. I think if we do break above 1898, let's say 1898, probably come up towards 1900, 1901, which is like 35 pips away. It looks like a pretty good idea over here. It looks like a small range, but it's not. It's like a pretty big range at this point. So perfect. We got these two ranges. We got two high impact news coming in. So we'll see what happens. Do you also look for shorts on GJ? I'm not looking for shorts on GJ. I'm looking for buys, because looking at the daily time frame, we have this range to fill around 155,900. So I think if we can break above 155,750, we can continue up to that level we have up over there. Yeah, right here. You can see the 15-minute candle is about to close. So, if you break above 750, I think it's going to be a pretty good idea. Capital Hungry was upset. Why was he upset? Oh. He has anger issues. He's young. Patience hit stop loss over there. All right. Okay, what's going on here? Some brokers offer guaranteed stop loss at a slightly higher spread for news trading. Would you recommend them? I don't know. I wouldn't, because that slightly higher spread is probably going to be all the time. If not, then that's a different story. So yeah, I don't know. You'll have to check. He's basically teaching people a lesson of taking his content for granted and running after Miami marketers. Oh, okay. All right, gold might be in an exhaustion phase, going up right now, then might start pushing down later again, on personal opinion. Yeah, I think so. I mean, we're basically ranging at this point. we got high volatile news event right here. So I think that's the reason why we're kind of like, you know, stuck in this small range, like a 30 to 35 pip range. Let's see here. Yeah, we just ranging. We'll have to wait at this point. How do we get into the Zoom, and what's the difference between Zoom and YouTube? Nothing. There's no difference. You better give me a winning signal today. Don't worry, don't worry. I need a winning signal here myself. We'll see how far we can go. Your hairline looks good. Oh, nice. Thank you. Capital Hungry got anger issues. He talking, get angry. Okay, it's okay. How about gold, sir? Gold is ranging. How about we all send our own analysis, and then we can see where we can go from there. Is this range enough? 13? Yeah, I think it's enough. I think if we're really moving bullish, we should really pushing through till, you know, I think 156, you know, because sometimes price moves really quick. And from pound yen, we've seen is that if price really moves, it continues moving. So I think if we reach till 155.900, which is a resistance area, I think there's nothing stopping it from going to 156. So we'll keep that in mind and see what happens. Let's see what's happening on GU at this time. GU is consolidating. Daily time frame is bullish. Daily is also in a mess right now. Looking at the 1 hour time frame, we had a resistance right here. We broke above this resistance. We have clean candles going all the way up till, I would say, like 1.42250. Looks like we're kind of like retracing at this point. We made a high above this resistance, 1.41780, created a high coming down. So I think we could see some sort of a support formed for price to continue bullish. We'll see. Yesterday morning, would you have done something different when price came back to entry super quick? Because I'm reflecting on my trades and I couldn't have done anything. I have no idea. I don't remember what I did yesterday, so you'll have to send a chart. I'm locked into what's happening right now. I don't remember what happened yesterday, sorry. Do you think Capital Hungry is sick how he treat people? Sick? I don't know. The way how he treats people, I have no idea. What do you think about my EU trade? I have no idea what trade you took. I'm not a mind reader, sorry. Don't lose hope, bro. Keep going. Okay. All right, let's take a look at this chart over here. Let's take a look at this chart. This is, oh, a nice zone work over here. So we got a support form, sort of like another, like a rejection area. I would maybe remove this zone. I would remove this zone because you have clean candles moving up and now we're coming down to possibly create a support to continue back up. So if we do create a support to continue back up and you still have this zone might, like, you know, bring in that hesitation for you to execute a buy at that point. So, you know, you'll have to trust on the volume to continue price up if we do continue pushing bullish. Hey Raja, कौन सी pairs में entry लेनी है? There's some guy, this means, hey Raja, what pairs are you taking entries on? None right now. You guys think you can speak in my language and I'll give you some tips? No, man, it's the same thing. Let's take a look at this chart here. This is pound USD. The zone is here due to price sensitivity. Looking for buys above this area. Missed buys over here. Yeah, it looks good. Sells below this area. I think at the same time, if we can create support, we can continue moving back up and then anticipate the resistance to break. What's this? Jeevan is a kid who can't get his Forex career off the ground. Jeevan, he started getting really consistent back in 2018. I remember this, you know. He struggled 2016, 2017. He started with 10-cent lots on on 2018. Did that for about 6 months. Graduated himself from 10-cent lots to 40-cent lot, 50-cent lots. Went from making $140 a day, $180 a day to $300 a day, $400 a day, $500 a day in the span of 9 months. I saw that progression myself, and I was like, man, what are you doing? And then he started talking about, fundamentals and how gold moves and how China is correlated and Australian dollar and how, like all these advanced fundamental concepts, you started talking about those in our groups. And I'm like, hey man, listen, if you're gonna keep on spamming the chat with these fundamentals, go open your own channel. And then he opened his own Telegram channel for free, and he started posting his content there and trading at the same time. I think in 2019, by the end of 2019, he was doing 3 lots and 4 lots. Now he went from making 180 to 200 to 300 to 400 to now, like, $1,000, $1,500 a day. So I saw that progression over the span of 2.5 months. It came from passion. Whenever you see people posting webinars, giving information for free, it's because they're passionate about it. You have a magician. A magician is passionate about his tricks. He's gonna go out in the street and say, hey man, let me show you a trick. Because they're passionate about it. When you're passionate about something, you show that to people. Just like these live streams, I'm truly passionate about trading, truly passionate about price action, so they're free, right? Other people, when they're not passionate about something, they want to charge something for it, So I've seen progression of him, and man, amazing trader. He's a kind of a dick, but he's really, really intelligent. He's a really intelligent guy, trust me. See, I love the work he do. Too bad there are so many idiots online. Yeah, I mean, let's see here. My GJ spread is 4.5. Shall I consider GU spread? Ooh, 4.5 GJ spread. That's a little high side. Yeah, that's a little too high. I think you might be on a standard account somewhere, but it should be smaller. I don't understand. Here in the UK, it's 11:53 a.m. and it's not NY session yet. What time is NY session? Interesting. Imagine we ignored that question and you never even found out when the NY session was. So we go over here. When is NY open? And sorry. NY opens at 8 a.m. Google isn't answering the question correctly, but it opens at 8 a.m. So we still got about an hour left over here. We appreciate you. Keep it free. I like your original intent. Just a few trolls ads. Okay. Just bought Euro used. What? Just bought Euro USD. Can it retrace back? I'm about to blow account. Forgot to put stop loss. Euro USD. Let's take a look over here. Just bought Euro USD. All right, so let's remove all analysis over here. Let's take a look what's going on. So daily candles coming down, bearish. I don't think buys make sense. 4-hour candle coming down. We're at support. We're not at support. We're approaching support. Buys don't make sense. Looking at the 1 hour, 1 hour rejected that whole area after making a low. I would say sells make sense, but not yet. Looking at the 30-minute time frame, we're approaching a minor support at this time right here, right? Very clean. If we break the support, we have like a 5-6 pip range, not enough range at this point. I think your best bet is going to be to wait for some sort of a support forming at this time so you can anticipate solid buys going back up. That would make much more sense. People call me Polly. Let's see if you can say my authentic name in one go. I probably can't. Pula botla karandunum. Yeah, that's a hard one to pronounce. Next time people ask you them questions, what they should do, Google that though. What's this link over here? This is, oh, right here. What time does NY trading session open here? It's a new search engine. The trade on gold yesterday morning, what would you have done better? Okay, let's take a look over here. Entry on this candle. Okay, entry on this candle. Showed you the 1 minute chart to display super quick drop. Quick drop after price push 17 pips. Price tapped into my new stop loss, shifted my stop loss price. Loss. Total 7 pips. So you didn't secure at this time, or? I mean, what I would have done, I would have secured positions at around 10-15 pips and left the rest running. That's what I understand from this chart. This is pound USD, missed a break. Now you're looking for a retest here for price to continue bullish. Okay, looks good. Looks good, looks good. We have CAD, USD CAD. See, USD has a lot of news here today, so I might be a little bit cautious of executing on gold or any USD pairs before the news. We have unemployment coming up, plus also we got ADP coming up too, so we'll have to be a little bit cautious. Looking for 30 minute to break and close above. Clean candles to the left hand side. We'll see if this works or not. Can you explain the GJ trade you took on IG? I did explain everything there. I mean, I had a buy stop. I had a buy stop at above like 155, 500. That was my buy stop because this was a resistance right here and was expecting price to break out of that area. So if you look right here, this is where I had my buy stop right here, right above this wick at 155, 513. It was a 10 lot, closed 9 lots over here, secured profits, and now I have 1 lot running at this time in case we continue moving bullish. If we break above, let's go to 15 minute. If we break above this area, I'm going to add another position for price to continue bullish. So we'll see how well that runs. So I think last night was one of those, like, times where you have a buy stop and then the position runs overnight. If you make a support here, will you add a position? I'm not sure which pair you're talking about. My bank and regulation agencies just put up an inquiry on me for trading Forex. Dude, I swear, I'm really heartbroken. I'm suffering a case in court. Now I'm from Pakistan. Oh. All right, pound yen is really breaking below the support in the last minute. This last 1 minute, last 1-2 minutes. Got 30 seconds left. How much risk you put on that buy stop? It was I think the risk was around 15 pips. All right, gold 1 hour candle is also closing. This will be amazing on gold, If this 1 hour candle is closing a weak bullish candle, and if we can break the low, I think that will be a really good opportunity for price to continue bearish. Yeah, I think so. I think that's going to be an amazing move here. If gold breaks the low and we can continue moving bearish. Let's take a look at this chart over here. Sell on gold. Yeah, nice. Same idea over here. I have the same idea. Let's take a look at this chart by Milad. Do you think impulse entry here is correct? Over here is... Yes, it's correct. But then with this candle closing the way it closed, I think it basically just nullified that whole trade because the candle closed back in the range and kind of like closed a weak bearish candle. Potential sells below 1892. All right, what's your monitor size? 32 inches. My monitor size right now is bigger than the first TV we had. Our first TV was, I think it was a 17-inch TV. 17-inch TV, it had knobs. I remember my grandfather had the biggest TV in his neighborhood. It was like 21 inches, black and white, with two knobs on it. Are you interested in GJ cells or only gold cells? Now, looking at pound yen cells, I'm not interested in pound yen cells at all because there isn't enough range. There isn't enough range. I mean, there is range, but it's just, I don't know. I just don't like these cells. It's like 10, 11 pips. I mean, who knows, you know? I'm more interested in gold cells over here because with gold, you have a much bigger range. Look at this. If we break below 1892, you have this wick over here to fill 13, 14 pips away, and then you have all the way down over here, 1882 to continue down to. So I think gold has a much better opportunity for a sell than pound yen. If unemployment is expected to look good, then why are you anticipating gold bearish? I'm anticipating gold bearish based on really optimistic NFP numbers tomorrow. And I mean, technically, if we break this low, then we should, you know, continue going bearish. So technically, sells make sense. Fundamentally, NFP, looking at NFP, sells make sense. So we'll see what kind of an impact unemployment has here today. You are not concerned about 1888. 1888 is kind of far away, so I'm probably going to be securing profits till then anyway. So, you know, we'll see. So far, I'm just really excited about this drop around 1892. I think it's going to be a pretty good idea. Take a sell right there, have stops above the this current 1 hour candle, and you know, hopefully have a pretty smooth trade. It's right there. Very, very delicate situation. Around 1892. What's this? Do you think about the news coming in 1 hour, bad impact on dollar? I mean, it could have a bad impact. Who knows? It's news, right? So we'll have to wait. Are you waiting for the candle to close in gold? I'm waiting for candle to kind of like break below the previous this bullish candle right here, because this bullish candle on gold, it went bullish, of course, right? Bullish candle went bullish, rejected and came down. It rejected and closed below the highs of the previous candles. So now we want to be 100% certain that this new candle is going to continue down, so we need it to break below the low. Extra confirmation, right? And confirmations never hurt nobody. Stop loss on gold? There's no stop loss yet because the trade is not open. Relax, Gulag. You guys really want to enter trades. Hey, what's the stop loss? What's the stop loss? While using Magic Keys, if I press lock price on screen, will that open trade? I'm not sure. No, that's not going to open trade. Open trade will open trade. The button there, open trade. Okay, let's see here. Hey man, I hope you're great. Can you give me can you give my chart a look over here? So we got pound yen 15 14 pips up over here above this area, looking for buys. Looks good. Sells over here. I think at the same time you can start to look for sells over here as well. This area right here, below this area, minor support. You have this clean candles to the left hand side. You can anticipate price to continue down, but at the same time you're not ignoring the fact that you may have some sort of a rejection right over here as well, just below 155.500. But yeah, that way it's gonna look good. What's this here? GU broke out of the range. Retest resistance, took an entry right here, took a loss on this trade. Would you have personally entered? If not, why? So you took a trade right here, candle came down, you didn't secure. I think you could have secured positions and then price went up and hit your stop loss. I wouldn't have entered here. I would have entered maybe below the support. I would have entered when this candle broke the low of the previous candle to continue down. That's where I would have entered because this was just in a consolidation area at that point. Why does gold have a 200 to 1 leverage on Dominion markets? It's not 200 to 1, it's 100 to 1. 100 to 1 leverage. We have to adhere to the compliance, and regulations. So that's why we have, it's 100 to 1 leverage on gold. All risky instruments like gold, you have your indices, the margin requirements are high and the leverage is low. Hey y'all, quick question. Do you have to pay for Slack platform? It's saying my trial period is ending and I need to upgrade in order to use Slack. You can still use Slack. The only difference is going to be that you'll only be able to see the previous 10,000 messages on Slack. That's the only difference. Otherwise, nothing changes. Can you secure partial profits on TradingView? No. What do you think about Russian news? I have no idea. Someone's sold gold without confirmation? Yeah, it could be. Have you ever looked at what percentage of your profits come from runners versus the initial 10 pips or so? I think majority of my profits come from 10 pips or so. What phone do you use? I have a Samsung phone. Man, I was about to get the iPhone 12 Pro about 2 days ago, and then I talked myself out of it because I don't need one, man. I don't need one. That phone like $1,500. I didn't need one. I just wanted it because like 2 phones, 1 iPhone, 1 Android. Nah. All right, pound yen is coming right back up at this point. 155.750, looking promising over here. $155.750. Buy it, man. Once you use it, you're gonna be a fan. No, I can't buy it because I don't have any money to spare. I just don't have any money to spare for a phone. What do you think about the Samsung animator? I have no idea how to use that. Yeah, right now we're just stuck in this range. Budgeting things. Yeah, I budget a lot. I even budget my savings. If I have savings, it's going to be a budget for savings, budget for unnecessary spendings, stuff like that. All right, what's this? Hey, Raja, I just got magic keys from a family member for my birthday. Oh, nice. I didn't like it. Oh, what? At first, but once I got used to it, I started to like it, and now I love it so much. Oh, nice, man. Thank you. Yeah, once you start using it, you're like, oh, it's actually pretty cool. It's pretty handy. Guy made 100,000 and lives like a broke guy. That's how you become a millionaire. Yeah, exactly. That's true. I mean, you make money not to spend money. You make money to kind of like be smart with it, right? Let's see here. All right, yeah, we're still ranging at this point. Gold not showing any signs, just ranging. GU, ooh, GU rejecting that area super, super hard, just like pound yen. Really excited to see a buy above 155.750. I think it's going to be an amazing trade. It's going to be this would be the best trade of this week. Buys above 155.750. As the owner of Magic Keys, what do you think it does allow you to do best? For me personally, managing trades, closing partials, closing half, closing custom orders. I use that all the time. All the time I use that. Yeah, That's the best thing there. I think for new traders, another best thing is when you do open calc, and this is how open calc works. So let's say that I'm going to use a risk, right? And my risk is going to be, let's say, 1.5%. Actually, let's do 2% risk, right? I'm going to do open calc, and this is where my levels are at this point, right? So if I open a trade at this point right here, this will be the risk that's going to get opened, and then I can adjust my take profit and whatever, just like that right over there. And if I hit open trade, it's going to open trade whatever price is right now. So it's going to show you how much you're going to lose, how much you're going to make, and what the outcome is going to be. And if I increase the stop loss, the stop will never go over 2%. Even if I bring it down over here, it's never going to go over 2%. Because it's locked in at 2%. All right, look at that. We're coming up over here now. Beautiful. Let's see if we can break above 155.750. Oh, people saw my sell stop too on gold. Yeah, I got a sell stop. I got a sell stop at 1892. In case gold runs down quickly, I gotta get it. I'm not missing that. Is there any trades taken yet? No, no trades taken yet. Still waiting. Still waiting. Nothing is showing any signs of movement at this point. I can't believe how small the GJ range is for buys. Yeah, I know, right? So we're really expecting volume to continue driving price up. Where would you put your stops because the candle is so large, Raja, in that range? In this range, I have, I think my stops are going to be well within this range. It's going to be around 10 pip stop right here, well within the range. Because here's the thing, right? If a candle breaks above this area, let's say you execute a buy at 155.750 and your stop is below the previous candle. Now this is a 15 to 16 pip stop, right? This stop is unnecessarily big, so what I would want to do is I would want to have my stop within the range, because if the next candle breaks up, and even if it comes back in the range and closes in the range, I can still get out of my trade. Because if the candle is closing back in the range, this means it cannot sustain its move above 155.750. So you have to act on that. Where can I download the tool? It's basically Magic Keys. I'm going to place the link right over here on the screen. All right, you'll be able to see it right now. Yeah, we're at a standstill at this point. Currently wait time for Magic Key says end of July. Yeah, that's true. Any idea how many units are being produced at a time? Any chances of getting Magic Keys early? I'll tell you this. Now take this as motivation, inspiration, whatever that is. The first batch produced, we had 100 units. First ever batch, 100 units. It came in, we were like, oh man, these are so many units. How are we going to sell 100 units? Month and a half, we sold 100 units. Next batch was 100 units. Another one was 150. Then another one was 150. And when that was in transit, we increased that order to another 150. So total 300. Then next batch was 500. One after that was 1,000. Then the batch after that was another 1,000. And then we ran out of all of those, and then we added another 1,000. So that one was 2,000. So now this new batch is 2,000. Right? So I mean, how much profit per unit? That's pretty good margins. They're pretty good margins. Please post more photo and video on Instagram when you worked in oil rig. It could be motivational. More videos on the oil rig. I think I have a few videos I'm going to post later on today. Was it expensive creating magic keys? It wasn't expensive at all. What we did is we did a very smart approach towards having a low cost product, you know, like to make sure there was demand, right? The first thing is when you okay, good. The first thing is so when you first create a product, right? What's the biggest fear? The biggest fear of a product is always like, oh, will anyone even buy it? You know, will this even work? Will people buy it? Will people use it? Because obviously, you know, I used it and I liked it. I was like, okay, I'm not sure if people are going to buy it or use it or not. You know, so what we did was we did a pre-order. We ran a pre-order campaign. You know, a pre-order campaign was that if we're going to launch a product, we want to launch a product with zero money out of pocket. You know, that means you have zero risk in the product. So we launched a campaign, pre-order campaign, pre-orders came in. So the funds from pre-orders, they generated the first batch, you know, and that was just proof of concept that, okay, this actually works. And once that came in, we shipped out the orders and then we used the profits to place more orders. So that's how it worked. Are you actually CEO of Magic Keys or its corporation? Where I'm one of the officers of the corporation there. But it's like it's big now. Magic Keys is big. We have a few employees, you know, that handle customer service, shipping, packaging, stuff like that. Why don't you make Magic Keys an online tool? We didn't want to make it an online tool because the whole concept was to have, here's the thing, right? When you trade stocks or when you hear about Bloomberg terminal, you hear about their terminal, their keyboard, and I'm like, man, we as Forex traders, we should have something like that too. And that's when this came about. Magic Keys. Pretty bright. That's when this came in. We're like, okay, we need one of this over here. You should register your company stocks. No, we're not that big yet. Do you recommend TradingView to trade? I mean, if your broker is on TradingView, yeah, you can trade that. All right, back to gold. Gold is coming back down. All right. Let's take a look here. Could we have MT5 open but be on TradingView website instead execute trades? No. The MT5 window has to be active. All right, gold is coming down. Now, this is great if it's coming down at this point, right? Because if the 1 hour candle breaks the low, oh, it's breaking the low right now. All right, if the 1 hour candle breaks the low at this point, after creating a top wick, this means it has a higher probability to now continue down and make a lower low. My sell stop got activated and anticipating price to continue down towards at least 1890. You can see right here, I had a sell stop, it got activated, sell, and anticipating price to, I'm going to secure profits at around 1890, and then I'm going to leave a runner running down towards 1888. Stop is back within that range. I'm going to start managing my risk once the smaller time frame candles just start closing above 1893. I'm going to start managing my risk at that point. I think it's somewhere right over here. All right, we got pound yen also coming close to 155.750, so we're going to see how well it's going to move from this area. And you can see gold is moving at this point. We're about 3 pips right now, 1 pip. I mean, the idea is for this 1 hour candle to continue breaking down, because we not only made a top wick, we broke below the low. The 30-minute candle is about to close, breaking below the lows. So yeah, I think overall the 1 hour candle should continue bearish. So we'll see. We're going to monitor it for the next 40 minutes and see what happens. When would you take an entry after 15-minute candle close or breakout? Already explained that entire idea. You are selling the lows? Yes, selling the lows. It's actually an impulse entry. So yeah, it looks good. The 30-minute candle is about to close in 8 minutes. Now, this is the idea, right? If this 30-minute candle closes back above 1893, that's where I'm going to be closing my trade at that point, right? My total risk on this trade is around, it's a higher risk. It's around, oh yeah, it's a little higher over here, 5,600. So I'm going to be closing partials if this 30-minute candle closes back in the range. So we're going to see what happens. Pound yen is showing some signs as well over here to break above 155.750. Raja, your trade will not work. Close the trade. Oh, we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let's see here. This is, imagine if you don't wait for the candles. Yeah, pound yen is coming up over here at this point, 155.750. This will be, I think, a really good idea to continue bullish. Are you looking for impulse or waiting for the close? See, this 30-minute candle is about to close, and ideally would want it to close above 155.740 right here. Looking at the 30-minute, yeah, would want it to close above this area. If we can close above this area, I think the next 30-minute candle can continue pushing bullish, and that's where I'm going to be adding another position to the trade. So we'll see how well that works out. G was also creating that support to potentially continue bullish. I was here a year ago and you used to not look at any time frame lower than 30-minute. Now you use the 15-minute. Well, it's situation dependent, right? So if we look at 15-minute right here, you can see candles coming up over here. So you're looking at more precision to close above 155.750, and then we can continue bullish. So we got around 5 minutes left for the candle to close. So we'll have to wait and see how this candle closes, right? The 30-minute candle is also breaking above this area. So we'll see. We shall see what happens. GU is still creating that support. Are you closed gold? No, I'm not even looking at gold. I'm waiting for the candle to close. We got about 5 minutes left. So we got to wait for the candle to close. 30-minute candle is also breaking above this area here now. Got to wait for this candle to close as well. Got 4 minutes. The only reason we need to wait for this candle to close on pound yen is because previously candle broke above this area and wicked all the way down, rejected it, right? So we want to make sure that this candle is going to close and stay above 155.750. And then the next candle should continue driving bullish. I think with the volume coming in from NY Open. Okay, let's see here. I've been watching GJ for more than 1 hour and 30 minutes doing the same thing. That's true. It's kind of showing some signs over here to kind of like close above. We got 4 minutes left. So we'll see gold as well. We got 3-4 minutes left over here for the candle to close. The worst thing you can do is to copy a trade and then lose confidence after 2-3 minutes and then close it. That's the worst thing you can do to yourself. It would be nice if gold consolidates first on the lower time frames like M1 or push back up just a little bit then start taking a huge dump. Yeah, I mean, this whole idea is based off of the 1 hour time frame, right? If you look on the 1 hour time frame, it's based on the 1 hour time frame. So we want 1 hour candle to continue pushing down. If we see the 30-minute at this point, we got 3 minutes left for the candle to close. You know, so we got to wait for the candle to close at this point. 3 minutes left over here. Hey, any guest for tomorrow? No, no guest for tomorrow. Just closed 50% at this point on gold. What was going on in social media about trading? Gurus? I have no idea. Let's see here. It's a humble request, please. Make complete vlog. What? Make a complete vlog on new trading setup you're gonna make in Pakistan and post it on YouTube or Insta. Oh, I'll see if I have enough time for that. Do you think you took an early entry on gold? No, not really. I mean, I would have taken this trade every day because, you know, if you look on the 1 hour time frame, we broke below the low and, you know, it's coming up over here. That's fine. We still got around 30 minutes left for the candle to close. And if we broke the low and if we won't continue down from this point, I'm just going to say, okay, like, you know what, maybe there wasn't enough probability for the 1 hour candle to continue the way we wanted it to continue. Oh, wow, there we go. Pound yen is moving up over here. Got a minute left at this point. There was no chance for a re-entry. You can see right here, pound yen just got one buy over here on pound yen. If we can close and probably give us a break of the high, we can continue moving bullish. We'll see. So again, I think if we do get a re-entry on pound yen, I do think the stop is going to be, I think it should be below this 15-minute candle here and expect the next one to continue bullish. I mean, there's a very, very high probability pound yen is going to continue bullish. Extremely high probability at this point.
Full margin then.
Yeah. Got 40 seconds left. Oh wow, the only thing running good is pound yen at this point. Damn, we broke about 155 cent 50. Could have been a really, really good impulse entry at this point here. $900 should be the target here for pound yen. 155 900 potential bullish target. See, now this is great. The more it wicks down and then it breaks the high, I think we can continue moving bullish on pound yen. The more it wicks down to create a lower wick and then breaks the high, I think we can continue moving up over here. Straight up, we got 12, 13. Even if you extend it till 156, got like a 15 to 20 pip range at that point. Should be a pretty good idea to continue bullish. Stops be like below this 15-minute candle and anticipating it to continuing up here. Where is your stop loss on gold? My stop on gold is at 1895. I'm adding a position on gold, expecting it to go bearish if the current 30-minute candle closes below the previous support. Yeah, that's true. I mean, I'm still in it, so you know, we'll see what happens. Just gonna wait for an opportunity to take an impulse entry on pound yen once we break above this area now, 155.800. Did you close partials on gold? Yes, I did close 50% on gold. 50% on gold is closed. And I'm probably going to add the risk back once we start breaking below 1892 again. What if this gold 5-minute breaks the previous 5-minute low? Well, probably not. I'm probably going to add it back around here, 1892, and then expect the NY volume open to continue pushing price down. We just need this 1-hour candle to close below 1892. That's it. If we can get this 1-hour candle to close below 1892, I think it's still going to be good to continue bearish. If not, if we close back in the range, then I'm going to close the whole trade, because then there's no point in holding a trade where the probability of it moving down is really low, right? GJ is bearish. I don't think so. I don't. From which angle does it look like it's bearish? It's moving bullish at this point. I mean, if you're taking sells because it's approaching a resistance zone, then I mean that's another story. But from no angle does it seem like it's going to go down. You know, it's true it's coming down with this candle, but it could be just making a like a liquidity wick to continue pushing up. You know, I have to say this week so far has been one of the toughest weeks I've ever faced in the last, I would say, like 6 months. Yeah, in about 6 months. Gold will be bullish on my session. Yeah, that could be true. I think gold will be an extremely nice bullish move above 1898. It's going to have a really, really good move above 1898. I also closed 50% on gold based on this 15-minute candle closing back above the range. So now we're just waiting on this 1-hour candle to close. So it's got about 25 minutes left. Aren't you afraid that the range is too small for GG to continue up? No, not really. Not really, because we've seen pound yen really continue pushing with a lot of volume. You know, we've seen pound yen do that. So that's, I think, that we're going to be counting on for price to move. How has it been tough? Was it psychologically or just market condition? I think mostly market condition. Mostly it's been market condition. Yesterday, why you uploaded the picture of a TikToker on Instagram story? Oh, really? I have no idea. So isn't the candle with no wick relevant and the stop loss will be below the current candle wick? Yes. So basically this candle has little to no wick on the top. And if this new candle starts breaking the high, I think we can continue moving bullish at that point, because we've already making this lower wick right over here for it to continue up. All right, GU is also trying to push bullish over here, fill this range. I think it's going to continue bullish. Pound yen here as well. We got really, really, really strong confirmations as we start breaking above 155.800. Let's see how big the stop is going to be. So like a 7-8 pip stop for price to continue bullish. 13, 14 pips. I'm a small cap trader. How should I transition into Forex? What should my main focus be as an experienced small cap trader? I think what you need to do at that point is to mainly decide what time are you going to dedicate to the charts. That's the most important thing. What time you're going to dedicate to the charts. What pairs are you going to focus on? So here we have pound yen about to break its own high. So this is another really good impulse entry ideas for price to continue bullish. Yeah, so that's what you need to do. You need to understand what time you're gonna focus on, what pair you're gonna mainly look at, and basically manage your risk from that point. I think managing risk and having a really strong risk plan is really gonna make the difference between losing less and winning more. Because at the end of the day, our winners are always going to be the same. By the way, I closed my gold trade right here. So this was around like a 20 pip stop loss right here. So at the end of the day, what's going to happen is your winners are always going to stay the same, right? Over time, with experience, with more confidence, your winners can increase, but for the long time, your winners are going to stay the same. Your losers will also stay the same, right? But the only thing you can control your losing trades. Every time you're going to have a losing trade, you can take a look at that losing trade, and then you can try to see that, okay, what could I have done differently in this losing trade, right? What could you, or how could you have had like a lower loss? So when I look at my trade right here, gold trade, it got closed out, whatever, it's okay, but I managed my risk at that point, right? So now we're just going to wait. Anticipated price to go down, it didn't go down, managed risk, so it is what it is. Let's put it down right over here. May give it a second chance if we break below 1892 again, but for now it's all good at this point. Tomorrow free money on news? Yeah, I don't think so. We'll see. We'll see how well that works out. Free money on news. Where would your stop loss be on pound yen? The stop on pound yen is going to be below this current candle. Below this current candle, that's where you can have your stop and anticipate price to continue bullish. Any books or podcasts you recommend? You have come across many of them, but let's say top 3. The best podcast is this one right here. I listen to it once every 2 weeks now. Chat with Traders, episode 82 right here. By FT, Futures Traders 71. Let's post it right over here. Post it in the gulag right here. Yeah, this one. It's a really, really good podcast. Are you always listening to the same? Yes, the same. How to know which candle made a liquidity or rejection candle? How far can the candle move, create liquidity? Liquidity means that it's making a lower wick to continue in its intended direction. That's all what it means, right? And it's made a liquidity wick if it makes this wick if it makes the opposite move first and then it starts breaking its own high. That's where you can say, okay, you know what, price has just made a liquidity wick and now it's trying to break its own high to continue bullish. Hey Roger, this week has been so fake out on GJ and gold, but what I've seen is when price fakes out, it grabs liquidity on higher time frame, support resistance. Yeah, that's true. See a lot of similarity of you and FT in terms of brokerage and risk management. I listen to it too once a week. Yeah, I think most of the ideas came from where his life was. Are you positive on profits this week? Yes, I am positive on profits this week, but not to where I wanted it to be. I only had one good trade. There was a gold sell yesterday. Day before yesterday. That was the only good trade I had. Why the same video? Is there specific information that stands out? And if so, what it is, so we can keep an ear raised out for our listen. I don't know what that means. Are you in this trade? In the GJ trade? Yes. I do have a position open on pound yen. My position is right here as we came up to break the high to continue bullish. That's where I have my position. I'm watching the smaller time frames. I'm watching them to see if we break the lows right here, I'm going to be managing my risk in this trade. How can someone access the copy trade section on Dominion Markets website? I think you need to sign up and then you need to follow an account with your investor account. Can you shout out my friend? His birthday is today. He's a big fan of you. Man, this friend's birthday is every day. I can't shout him out anymore. I'm smarter than before. This guy is back, Mr. Nick. If your 15-minute candle closes bearish, are you going to close partials on pound yen? Yes. Yes, I will close partials on pound yen if the 15-minute candle closes bearish in about a minute and a half. Can you tell me your last loss on gold in dollars? What good will it do to you? Will it make you feel better about your own loss? Man, come on. Can't compare. Yeah, I think it was 3,500, something like that. 35 something. Will you take a second entry on gold sells? I might take a second entry, but so far I'm probably not gonna look for a second entry on gold because I'm already in my third trade at this point. So, you know, I gotta respect my trade ideas for the day. So we'll see how well this plays out. Plus, I'm also done my entire risk as well. I'm sitting at 1.9% of my risk used for today. You know, so if you look right here, oh yeah, I'm at 1.98% of my risk used for today. So I think adding another position is probably gonna make me go over my risk for the day, which is something I don't want to do. You know, the candle's about to close on a 15-minute time frame. It's closing it closed a weak bearish candle. So I'm not gonna close partials right here. I'm gonna close partials if this 5-minute candle breaks below the previous 5-minute candle. So I'm gonna go in a little bit more detail, and then that's how I'm gonna manage my risk on this position I have open. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good idea at that point. If this 5-minute breaks the previous low, I'm gonna manage my position at that point. How will we go into news for gold in the next hour? I have no idea. We're going to find out. I think gold is also ranging because of the news. I think one good takeaway from this gold sell could have been that maybe don't trade an hour before news. You know, that could be a lesson learned. Fucking Raja Bank's been learning lessons this whole week this week. Can't get a break. So embarrassing. All right. Oh, Khalil Campero added to my profits here, donated $2.99. Let's take a look at this chart over here. All right, let's see here. This is GU. Do you think I should close at the structure or close some and let the rest run? I think if you're approaching the pip target, you can secure some and let the rest run at that point. If you're approaching the pip target, that's something you can do. That's what I would do. Looking at pound yen now, it's starting to move up over here. I needed to move up a little bit more and really break above this area here in the 5-minute. But if we break below this area, again, I'm going to be managing my risk at that point. Hey, this is my first summer trading. Are summer months always difficult? Yes, summer months have lower volumes. So this summer month is also very special because we had the virus, we had the vaccines, we have nothing basically happening in the economy. Nothing, absolutely nothing. You know, last time when we had, before Trump, when Obama was here, we have Yellen. Yellen provided a lot of volume in the markets. You know, she would say things here and there and that would really move the market. Trump came in, Trump started moving the market. Now Biden is here, they have Yellen with them. So I think once this whole vaccine and the virus thing blows over, I think the usual volume is going to come back into the market. So we'll see how that works out. Is the GJ trade is going to be your last trade for today? Yes, it will be my last trade for today. So you can see right here, this is my position open right here on the pound yen trade. Stop loss is below this previous candle. I'm going to be managing my risk if the 5 minutes they start breaking below the previous candles right here, and that's going to be around like a 4 pip stop, whatever that is. But so far, yeah, I think it should. We're bullish. There's a lot of volume moving bullish. I think we should continue up towards, you know, at least 155, 900. That'll be around like 10, 11 pips at that point. How are you going to survive with 230 profits only today? Yeah, probably going to have to spend less today. Let's see here. Oh, it's not. It's negative. Okay, so we're coming down at this point on pound yen. I'm closing 50% right over here. Actually, I closed another 50%. So I closed 75% at this point on pound yen. 75% has been closed. You know, when things get difficult, you gotta really tighten up your risk management. That's one thing I've learned. When things get hard, when you're going through a like a losing spree, you have to tighten up your risk. Yeah. So let's take a look at this over here. Gold is still ranging. Someone's gold is still running while you're in a range at this point on gold. So I think this week, if you do the opposite to what I do, I think you're gonna have winning trades. This week, just a little fair warning. So every trade I take till Friday now, just do the opposite. Just do the opposite, and you're gonna have winning trades. I closed my pound yen over here as well. Yeah, this is another loss over here. This was almost like I would say like a 4 pip loss over here. Trade 2 GJ buys. Negative 4 pips. What are you drinking? Green tea, but I think the honey is expired, so maybe that's why the performance is not that good. Gotta learn how to lose too. Yeah, that's absolutely true. So today has been pretty whatever, you know. So look, so these are the trades I took today. This is a trade still running on pound yen. This was a buy stop from last night, $1,600 profit. This was the gold sell I took, $3,500. So total like 2,200 down, almost like 1% total. Yeah. So down like 2.2%. You know, that's still okay. 2% still okay. The main reason markets is shit this week because I took funding talent challenge in minus 5%. So yes, you can blame me. Honey doesn't expire. Yeah, that's true. I was just joking. Why my close half didn't work, I have no idea. Maybe you needed to open the chart, and because my close half worked perfectly fine. I admire your honesty. You didn't have to show any of your losses to begin with. Yeah, I mean, you know, that's like the reality of trading. You know, reality of trading is that sometimes you're gonna have losses and sometimes you're gonna have wins. And as we can see right here, the 1 hour candle on gold is coming back down at this point. And I'm really looking to see if I really want to over risk over here. Gold is coming in with that tease now. Gold is coming in with that tease again over here. Probably just going to wait for this candle to close. I mean, at this point, even if it drops, I'm not going to lie, I'm going to have FOMO, but I'm just going to be like, okay, you know what? That's fine. That's fine. That's totally fine. I'm willing to miss out on this trade. What's this? Mr. Anuj. Hey, let's take a look at my channel right here. Ooh, peeling mindset. Live New York session, 2nd June. Nice. Been going on for about a month now.
Hi there, Raja.
Hey.
How's it going?
Good. How are you?
I'm well. I'm well. I just wanted to say thank you. You know, I was actually mentioning you in my stories in few of the stories back then, and I really wanted to say thank you because you really inspire me to be humble. You know, so thank you so much for mentioning me in your story every time. My channel was like in 15 subscribers, sort of a milestone, and the channel has grown to 200 something just because of you.
Ooh,
thank you so much.
Nice.
I know.
Nice, man. That's amazing. Yeah, just keep up the consistency.
100%. 100%.
Gold is coming. It will be my last trade. Then I close the computer. Okay, very nice, very nice. What's the percentage of your total trades taken on NY live stream? I think around 60 to 70% of the trades taken are in the New York session live streams. Yeah, around 60 to 70%. So take a look at this. We got ADP coming in strong. They're looking at bad numbers over here. For people who don't know what ADP is one of the biggest payroll processing company in North America. So that's the data they take from them to kind of like, you know, see how many things they processed to basically understand the NFP data. But they're looking at lower numbers, so let's see what happens. Do you trade the Asian session every day? No, only when there is a need. Like yesterday, we saw this opportunity above, you know, 155, 500, and executed on that trade. And that trade is still open at this point on pound yen. Yeah, I mean, we have clean candles to the left hand side. I still think we can continue bullish. I think we're just doing some sort of a retracement for news over here. So yeah, we'll see what happens. Gold looks really, 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 really good because these candles are closing below the support. The 30-minute candle is also closing below the support. You know, we got news coming in as well. We'll see. I may break my rule if if, so there's a big if this 30-minute candle closes like this, and the next one wicks up and it starts breaking the low, I may break my rule at that point. And if we start breaking the low, then that could be the fact that, okay, now the volume from news should continue pushing it bearish. So I need to see that happen. If I don't see that happen, then I'm not gonna entice myself to execute. Don't break your own rule. It's my rules. I can bend them. I'm just bending them a little bit, like tiny bend. Not the whole way, just a tiny bit.
That's how it starts, brother.
Yeah, that's true. That's how it starts. You bend it a little bit, you bend it more, and then it snaps. And then you go all the way. You're like, fuck it, let's go all the way. Head and shoulders on gold, it's possible to go to 1890. Nice. Yeah, I agree with that. 1890. What if you got 2 wins tomorrow? Would you eat up your losses? I've already eaten up the losses. Yeah, look at that. Look at that candle on gold. Looking so nice and juicy and enticing. Look at that. Consolidated. Consolidated after London Open. Just straight consolidation after London Open. And it's looking wonderful at this point. We consolidated for what? Price consolidates just before there is a high volume event coming up. That's why price consolidates. So I think this consolidation was done due to the fact that we have 2 high impact news here. So I think that's why this consolidation was done. So we'll see. We got a minute and a half left. Can we break below 1891.50 and continue pushing bearish? Pound yen is coming back in the range over here. Had really high hopes from pound yen over here too, but I guess they didn't work today. Are you worried about the dirt? About the dirt 4 hour and 1 hour wicks on gold? Oh, the dirty 4 hour. No, not really, because if we are breaking down, these wicks, then they just become wick fills over here, right? They just become wick fills as price continues going bearish. So we look on the 1 hour time frame, looks perfect over here. Candle closing below support, really high possibility for it to continue bearish.
Hey Raja, do you recommend having an extra pair ready for the summer when GJ becomes slow?
Sure, but kind of sounded like, I would just have the same pairs I use. That kind of sounded like to have extra pair of shorts in case the ones you have they rip open. But no, pound yen and gold, they still have enough volatility to move a lot, so I just stick with them. Depends on how much you've been looking at that pair as well. Like, let's say if you're looking at your JPY and you want to start to look at your JPY during the summer months or something else, then you better make sure that you've been looking at that pair for quite a while. ADP and unemployment claim news, which one will affect the market? Both will affect the market, but just by looking at what's happening right now, I do think there's a very, very good possibility for price to continue pushing bearish. If it does continue down, I would say 1888 is going to be a really, really good target for price to come up to. Don't ask me why, it just looks like a really good number over here, 1888. It's 40 pips away too. Looking at the left-hand side, obviously the target is a little bigger, 1881, but I think 1888 could be a pretty nice target. So yeah, we'll have to wait. I guess possibly till ADP or maybe an impulse entry at 1891.50. We'll see. Giving up on pound yen over here. I mean, getting really difficult at this time. How can we give a second chance to GJ? You can't unless we break above 155.800. But then at this point, the range becomes really small. Look at this range, right? Look at this on the 1 hour time frame. This range is getting smaller right here. See, this range is getting really small at this point now. It's like a 15, 16 pip range. Still okay range, but it's kind of small for my liking, to be honest. Possibly be an entry right over here as we start coming down. We'll see. What's another good pair to trade at the beginner other than GJ? I think Euro JPY is really good. USD JPY is really good, nice and slow. Market structure on USD JPY is also pretty good. Yeah, I think USD CAD is also really good too. Would be nice to have curve-in confirmation. Curve-in confirmation should be sells, I would say. If we had a curve-in indicator, it would be pointing down.
It's like that time you had the cheetah. It's like, but instead of the cheetah, you should just put a face, Kerwin's face on there.
Like a Mexican face right at the bottom. Yeah, the cheetah scared price. Cheetah scared price and price went the opposite way. All right, there we go. We're coming down over here on gold. I think the news should continue driving gold down. News should at least start driving gold down at this point. Never think that trading is so hard. That's true. Controlling your mindset is harder at that point. Okay, let's see here. Pound yen is back in the range. Pound yen is out of the question at this point. GU is also ranging at this point. It's also out of the question. Out of the question and out of the equation. I've been thinking about trading UJ, but the problem is that big candles that you think are 20 to 30 pips are somehow less than 10 pips. Yes, that's true. Let's see here. I'm buying gold instead. Oh, nice, nice. Sounds good. Too many news today on USD, so probably a lot of market manipulation. So probably I'm not trading gold today. Yeah, I do think as the news comes in, I mean, you got a candle closing below this area, right? Unless we don't break back above 1893, I do have a really strong bearish bias on gold. For today at least as well. You know, and that may turn into be the NFP news priced in for tomorrow, because we're looking at really, really good numbers, really good data over here. Let's see here. Are you on the gold trade? No, I'm not. I'm not on the gold trade. Do you regret closing your trades so quickly? No, I don't regret closing my trades. regret making any decisions. You know, that's the thing. Because whenever you make a decision, it has to be a decision made away from emotions, you know, because every time you remove emotions from a decision, it becomes a very easy and a logical decision to make. You know, something's bothering you, you cut ties with it, logical decision, things are going to be easy. You know, if you're over trading, logical decision is going to be not to trade after 2-3 trades. Problem solved. You know, and if you're closing a trade and knowing that you're closing the trade, then that's it. You close the trade. No problem at that point. That comes with a lot of maturity in the charts and really, like, you know, trying to hone down in, like, you know, how you react to losses in the charts as well. Like this week, I've had a very, very rocky week, you know, not the best weeks here so far, but, you know, still, so it's okay because I know, you know, this is the month. Only 2 days have gone by so far in this month. We got around 17 days left. So, you know, got a lot of time. Do you have any month that you had taken only 5 to 10 trades because of bad market conditions? No, not at all. I've always taken more than 5 to 10 trades in a month. GA loss. What's happening over here? Managed risk on 5-minute, closed full position. How a trade went my way. Entry right over here. Closed 50% right here. Closed full right here. I think you could have left a little bit more running at that point. Maybe you could have seen where you could have entered a second position. Maybe right over here you could have entered a second position for it to continue bullish. Hey Raja, have you took the trade? No, I have not took the trade. Oh wow, look at that move over there. Yeah, we should be coming down at this point. Should continue down to like 1888. Yeah, 1888 would be perfect. These sells. Is it better to avoid trades when news is incoming? Sometimes yes, but most times you can anticipate where price is going to move. You can really anticipate where price is going to move most of the times. You know, so you can see this candle coming down over here. We got news coming in about, you know, like 4 minutes. Almost like, yeah, 6 minutes, 5 minutes, 6 minutes. So I think it should continue driving price down to like 1888, 1887 we have over here. So yeah, should work out.
Maybe the news are getting priced in early.
Yeah, exactly. Wow, pound yen is also, pound USD is also coming down at this point. Thank you, Roger. Secured 80% on gold sell. Thank you for the support on the same bias on gold sell. Oh, nice. Very well done. 30 pips in profit on gold. Hope the news won't do liquidity grab. Oh, beautiful. Man, you guys did way better than I did today. You guys are still holding that trade. Let's see here. Waiting for the close below support. Looks good. We get a close below support. I think we can continue down from that point. If this is your second trade, will you do a buy stop or sell stop? That's something I'm going to keep to myself. But I do think we should continue pushing bearish. The dollar is also getting stronger over here. We got news coming in about 5 minutes. I think it's going to be interesting to see where we move. What are your thoughts on this? Let's take a look here. Ooh. Candle cowboy entry right over here. I think this was the buy entry. Break and close above support. What the fuck is going on? Cowboy entry right over here. Close 50%, close 25%, close 20%. Hit stop loss. Okay, good. Yeah. So yes, I guess you manage risk. It's good. Good that way. All right, news is coming in about 3 minutes. The question is, will we respect this high and then continue down, or will price go back in the range with the ADP news? Carlos Serrano is closing his eyes and selling gold. Yeah, I think that's a pretty good strategy. Just close the eyes, close the ears, and just just let it go. Thanks for bringing Steve-O yesterday. I told my grandfather about him. He's 61 and watches TV whole day. He is inspired now. Oh. Nice. Anything can happen with gold at this time. Yeah, that's true. We have a very delicate situation about to happen at this time on gold. Someone is saying gold 1900 is coming in. Oh boy. 1900 is going to be a very, very, very bad news for people holding sells. Did you enter gold sell? No. I did, and then I closed it. We got about a minute and a half left here. All right. When Roger said he was having a bad month, it's almost like he spoke it into existence. Yeah, that's true. Someone got stopped out at BE. All right. We're coming in. We are coming in over here slowly. Got 24 seconds left. Let's take a look on the 15-minute candle right here. Secure 50% of profits. Okay. Oh, this is the ADP news. Oh, wow. Look at that. Look at that move over there. Came down, went up to do a retest. ADP came in. We're pushing down at this point. Had a really tweaking over. Yeah, this should continue pushing bearish at this point here. 1885, 1886 should be a pretty good target. If it breaks above 1893, I don't think it's going to go down anymore. It needs to stay below 1893 to really continue pushing bearish. What's this? Okay, 20 pip stop. 20, 30. We'll see. Ooh, pound yen didn't get affected at all. Let's take a look here. Let's take a look what the numbers were. So the numbers were, unemployment claims were that news hasn't been released yet. It's at 8:30. Oh wow, super good numbers. Super, super, super good numbers, man. These are amazing numbers over here. So this will set the stage for gold to drop even more. Yeah, this is amazing. This has really set the stage for gold to drop even more. I think with the 8:30 news, and moving into NYSE, we can expect price to drop even more. I mean, the only thing we got to do is stay below 1893. I hope no one traded news. If you did, you secured profits if you had them, but yeah, so far you got to be very careful. Do you think Asian and London gold were the part to be expected news numbers? Probably. Probably. I bent a bit of a rule for a third trade on gold when candle back up. I pressed close full instead of close half. I close empty 4. I learned never broke rule anymore. Yep, that's true. Never break your rules. How is ADP different than NFP? ADP is just the interim numbers over here. ADP are just interim numbers. They're pretty good. Means the dollar should be really, really strong at this point. NFP are like, really, really important numbers over here. This is one of the biggest change in the US economy numbers right here. NFP. Okay, let's take a look at this over here. Once previous statement kind of closed XQ because they created bottom wick, close full position in 8 pips. I think you could have looked at the smaller time frames to close partial positions. We talked about that as well on the 5-minute. This is where I secured positions on the 5-minute. I closed partials. So I think if you go back and look at the stream on YouTube, you'll be able to see where I closed partial positions on that same trade. How did the news stop me out? Stop loss was 20 pips above price. I think the way news stopped you out was because maybe the spread increased, Probably the spread increased. Is today the last live trading? No, it's tomorrow. I'm the only one who is beast in Forex marketing. Good for you. Oh, nice. 4.6% profit for gold today. Beautiful. What's your gold spread? My gold spread right now is around 3 pips. 2.9, 3.2. There's a lot of volume at this point, so the spread is a little higher on gold. Because, if you look at this right here on this feed, it's almost 3 pips, 4 pips. Because there's a lot of volume at this point. And because of volume, the drops are also going to be really, really sharp drops. Because there's a lot of volume over here on gold. When you're back with live streams, I think I'm going to be back on the 21st June. Yeah, the 21st June. Where can we take profit if we're selling gold? I don't think there should be a question. Where should you take profits if you're selling gold? If you're selling gold, then you should know where your profit target should be. You can't just close your eyes and sell gold, not knowing where your destination is, right? What are you going to do now if you're going to go in drawdown? Right, so you should have a plan. Holy, look at that!
Oh, look at that, man!
Wow, way too quick. Man, if I show you guys the dumbass trades I took so far this week, so bad, so garbage.
Been a tough one.
Yeah. Look right here. This was the only good trade I had. This was a sell on gold. Other than that, just dumb. Just unreal. Borderline really embarrassing here, to be honest.
But you honestly think they were bad decisions or the market conditions?
I think a few were bad decisions. You know, a few were bad decisions. I also think that probably because I had a really good month last month, so that kind of got to my head a little bit.
Yeah.
You know, but not a lot. Raja needs to be in the gulag. Yes, I deserve to be in the gulag. Gold is going up because gold cannot be trusted unless you are Uncle Ted or have curve and tequila indicator. Yeah, curve and tequila indicator. I've been following for a longest time, but my account is way smaller, but my losses are even more than yours. Good risk management. Oh, thank you. Yeah, I really manage my risk over here. Do you think you started what? Taking more and more impulse entries? No, not really. I've actually been focusing on the same style of trading the way I did, and it just has not been working at this point.
Roger.
Hey Wes,
Good.
how are you, bro?
Not bad. Is it possible to do a recap on some of your trades you lost over the week?
Yeah, for sure.
That's a good idea for some people to see what trade not to take and stuff like that.
Yeah, just don't take dumb trades like I did.
Yeah, I know.
But yeah, we're gonna do I'm gonna do a recap of those.
Okay, cool. How's the packing going?
Pretty good.
Okay.
Yeah, pretty good. What's this? Asked my friend who works at a bank, was the bank providing more loans to businesses or residential? He said overwhelming loans to residential. Oh yeah, banks are giving a lot of loans these days. Lots and lots of loans. Inflation is going to go really high at this point. Sky high. I mean, you look at the cost of lumber, look at the cost of steel, plastic, everything is up. You know, when your raw material is up to build homes, home prices go up.
Yeah, also house price will drop soon too.
I don't know. That's what they keep saying because
interest rate will go up soon.
oh yeah. I think the house prices are gonna stay. I mean, they will drop a little bit, but that's just gonna be a small correction.
Yeah, I think so. I think it will drop a bit. It will stop the bidding wars though.
Yeah, because here's the thing. When we bought our house in August, it was for about $849, and everyone told us, "Oh no, man, wait for the second wave next year. Wait for the third wave and second wave, and house prices will crash even more." I was like, "All right, so we're gonna see what happens, right?" And that was just wishful thinking. Now, man, all those houses are above $1 million, right? Even though we had the second wave and the third wave, prices just kept going up, and we're like, nice. We bought it at the right price. We bought it at kind of like the bottom, and yeah, bullish at this time. Can you please post yesterday Q&A live on IG? It was a live, so it wasn't recorded. Yeah, pound yen is ranging at this time now. Ooh, pound USD really dropped here with the news. Gold should continue dropping over here too. I really want to enter a sell, but I'm not going to do it. No. Even though I know it's going to continue bearish, I'm not going to do it because that's going to be really bending and breaking the rules. If ADP was really good, look at this, right? 978, unemployment should be less than 400,000 over here. It should be even lower than 400,000. because good ADP means more people were employed, and that means unemployment claims should be even lower than 400,000, and that means NFP should even be greater than 645. But anything can happen with NFP. So we'll see what happens tomorrow.
Dropping hard.
Yeah, it's going to drop hard. It's going to continue dropping over here. When the news comes in,
80.
oh man, it's gone.
85, no, more or less.
More, yeah, something like that. Coming straight down. Let's see here. Oh, what happened to the screen? Every time, what's this? Every time we break our plan, we are retracing a day to be a successful trader. Oh yeah, that's true. That's 100% true. We are retracing a day to not be good. Let's just put it that way. Oh, the gulag can't see anything over here. Oh, my bad. Yeah, GU also melted over here. EU also melted over here. We're coming up towards the news over here, and we're going to see if we can continue moving bearish or not. I think that's going to be a really, really, really good move in a minute and a half for unemployment claims. How low you think gold is going to go? I do believe 1883. We should get 1883. Yeah, I do think we should get 1883. Because look, because the 15-minute candle is closing below the low at this point over here. We close below the low. And the next unemployment news should continue pushing price down. Holy, what's happening over here?
Again, your screen gone.
All right. Unemployment coming up. We broke below the low at 1889. Can we get this move down to 1884? All right. Once we break below the low, I think it's gone. Below 1889, we should continue to 1884. Let's check out the numbers over here. The numbers are, and oh wow, look at that. Even better than 400,000. Look at that move. Amazing. This is something, this is something which was expected right here. Perfect analysis here. ADP was super good, and that transitioned into unemployment being also super good at this point. Very nice. Very, very, very nice move at this point. Really, really happy with this trade. This was the saving grace right here. Oh, wow. Are you on a gold sell? Yes. Yes, I did take that sell. Did take that sell. Bended my rules a little bit and executed on that sell. Oh, a lot of guys in the gulag also took those sells on gold. Earliest trade this week. Holy, easiest trade? Yeah, easiest trade this week. I mean, look at this, right? We put a lot of things into context. We had ADP news, really strong news. If ADP was really strong, it means a lot of people were working. If a lot of people were working, that meant unemployment should be lower, right? Unemployment was low. I mean, technically, it made sense for price to continue down. They're looking at really good NFP as well on Friday, so it just made sense for it to continue down. And it essentially did continue down from this point. Where did you take an entry? My entry was below this wick. Below this wick. Once we broke below this wick, that was my entry. My stop was open. I was monitoring the trade, but essentially that was my entry. Do you take the sell and back from the profit? A little bit, yes. So if you guys took the trade on gold, or if you guys really understood why gold was dropping, keeping in mind the technicals, keeping in mind the fundamentals, give a like on the stream. Because, man, listen, this is a free knowledge, free education. I mean, we put a lot of things together. We put a lot of things together and then came out with the conclusion that, okay, what's the reason why we should continue dropping on gold at this point? What's this? Trading view lost, now down, up 1.8%. Oh, nice. Look at that, 1884. Almost getting tapped, 1884 at this point right here.
Was that target the big wick film on the 4 hour, your main target?
1882 is that big wick target here on the left hand side right here.
Got it. That's what it is. Okay.
Yeah. 1882. So I kind of like secured before we went to that area. What are you, Sir Raja? I am Raja. Why gold is dropping? I came in late. Well, that's your punishment to not know why gold is dropping. Now you're going to get punished. You can't just go to school, come in the class late, and ask a random question. Everyone's going to tell you to just go back to whatever you were doing before. How much percentage did you secure? Nothing. I secured 100%. Let's see here. You think we can swing this? I mean, yeah, sure. I mean, you can. There's a big rejection at 1882, so yeah, I guess you can swing it if you want. Just got to know where your stops are going to be. Just got to know where your, profit areas are going to be. Wow, people did well here. Where are the claps and horns? Are you waiting to hit that TP? I don't know. I'm just waiting. I'm just happy it went down. There are no claps or horns in respect to my account today. So in respect to my account, we're not gonna clap or do any horns. Yeah, gold was a mess. Gold was a mess. This is what I did on gold today. It was a complete mess. Tried sells over here. Tried sells over here. Took a loss. Didn't work. Tried another sell over here. Didn't work. Tried another sell over here. didn't work, and then this sell was after ADP and just before this unemployment news, this last one right here. This is the only one it worked, and then I closed secured positions, and that's it. Calling it a day at this point. Huge mess. I don't really take impulse moves, but I'm glad it worked today. Nice. So I think you're a believer now. I tried sells all morning and they were ass. Lost 2 trades this morning, and this last hour on gold covered all plus profit. Oh, nice. You're really awesome, man. I've been watching you for a week and learning more from you. Love from the India. Oh, love from India. Your commission is my balanced account. Yeah, that's true. One day is going to come where your commission is going to be the balance of my account. That day is going to come. Trust me. What's your punishment for breaking your plan? I don't know. Probably going to do some skip rope here later on. I'm following Raja only for trading, but for the all aspects of life. Would you recommend myself doing... Oh, what's this? Would you recommend myself doing buy and sell stops when price prints the way I want? Because I keep missing my entry points. I think if you keep missing your entry points, the best thing for you to do is to look back at the charts and really try to explain to yourself where could you have taken an entry, or what could you have done differently in that trade. That's the best way to look at that when you're having bad entries or you're missing entries, and all those stuff is happening. Oh, what's this? Sam, after trading for 4 months, today is the first time I touched 100 Swiss francs in 1 day profit. Feeling great. I took all the trades independently. Oh, congratulations. Very nice. That deserves a round of applause. First 100-day profit, man. That's amazing. That's a blessing, to be honest. If you can do it once, you can do it over and over and over again if you can do it once. All right. When are you going to set the buy stops and sell stops at 10 a.m. news? I'm not going to be trading at 10 a.m. so I will not be putting any buy stops and sell stops. Let's see here. From experience, why are non-US pairs affected by US news? Non-US pairs, like what? Like which ones? GU? GU is a US pair. Can you speak about your feeling about having so many losses and still can take another sell at 25 lots, even more lot sizes? When I take losses, I understand how much I'm risking. I understand how much I'm losing. It also comes from the fact that, okay, how much have you done in the past month, or how much have you withdrawn? How much of your cushion do you have? How much confidence you have in your analysis? And like all the things we talked about with respects to gold dropping more when it comes on the news events, when it comes to technicals, that all provided enough confidence to execute another sell on gold. So I mean, at the end of the day, I think it depends on, I don't know, it's very hard to say. I mean, you just need to have confidence. Have confidence, do your analysis, and I mean, really stick with your bias. Like a lot of people have really good biases, but you guys just talk yourself out of them. for some reason. You know, don't talk yourself out of your bias. The bias was sells. Tried 2-3 times, didn't work. Tried again with news, with volume, and it worked amazingly. So it was pretty nice. What was the stop and goal? My stop and goal was open. This is my first month trading, and I'm minus 200, laughing at my mistakes and learning from them. No emotions to money, getting more confident every single day. Oh, that's amazing, man. No emotions. That's true. You don't have to have emotions towards money. That's the worst thing you can do. You know, so I mean, yeah, I think it was pretty good. Kind of like, I do think there was a little bit of a over trading done, but yeah. Probably this day, a day like this for me comes maybe once in 4 or 5 months. You know, so I'm probably gonna make sure it doesn't happen again. Yeah, this is super amazing. This should continue running down towards 1882. Look on the 4-hour time frame here. Look at this, beautiful, coming right down, right down over here. So this is the point where you should be securing profits and letting runners continue down towards 1882. Check out Macro View FX. All right, let's check out Macro View FX. Macro View FX. Oh. We got Arabic over here. Talam al-Qazzad. Antum.
اوكي باوند. الباوند او ما يعرف بالجي بي بي هي عملة المملكة المتحدة، والدولة معروفة انه بتعتمد كتير على قطاع الخدمات المالية.
Yeah, I don't know what he's saying. It's Arabic. No, I don't know Arabic, man. We speak another language. It's not like we all speak the same language. It's Arabic. Live streams are helping me to become consistent. Thank you for nice. Thank you. Did this gold sell cover your losses from the other 2 trades? No, it did not, but I'm okay with that. I'm still in a loss for today, but that's okay. Let's see here. Maybe do an interview with one of the students of Microfluidity and ask about their progress since they joined. No, we like to keep those things private. There are a bunch of people who are doing really, really well at this point. How many hours do you sleep? You look tired AF. No, I'm not tired at all. I'm actually pretty good right now. Can you do a little analysis on US30? Okay, yeah, let's take a look at US30. I think it went bullish. Oh, it did went bullish a little bit. Came right down though. Looks like it grabbed a lot of liquidity. I'm not sure how US30 moves related to the direct USD news, because I know it's really correlated with the majority of the your Fortune 500 companies. Why no Mamba FX? Mamba FX. I don't know, man. I mean, they're all the same. Mamba FX, Shanghai FX. I mean, I don't know what's going on. Here's the thing. Those guys will never show a terminal. They will never show you their trading history. They'll never show those things. Never ever they will show those things, right? Because if you look at it this way, someone who never ever shows a live trade, this is what happens, right? Calculator online. Someone who never ever shows a live trade, let's say they have 900 members paying $150 a month. You know, they never show live trades, no terminal, nothing. This is what they're making, $135,000 a month. You know, and then you have someone who never shows a live trade, never shows terminal. They're buying supercars every 2-3 months. Just use your brain. Where's that supercar coming from? Just use your brain. Just use some cognitive thinking. Where's that coming from? I've been watching your stream about 3 months. You're amazed out. Thank you. Thank you. Should at least. Okay, here. Out for 7% for the day. See you tomorrow. Time to message our bank accounts tomorrow. Oh, time to massage our bank accounts tomorrow. That's hilarious. Yeah, I think I got like 15 more minutes left. $15 minutes left. I think for someone to charge monthly, I think they should at least show some sort of, you know, terminal trading or show some results. Even if they're faking results, just show something, man. At least something. Doesn't make sense. You know, that's what gives the Forex industry a bad name. The Dominion market spreads and commissions go lower in the future. You know, as we get better and bigger, I'm not sure about the commissions, but the spreads, they do go lower as you get better and bigger. Because I do know there's the biggest brokerage out there, from what I know, FX Choice and IC Markets. But there's a little difference because IC Markets have really good spreads. FX Choice is the opposite spreads. They're really high, so I'm not sure what's going on over there. Oh wow, there goes gold coming down towards 1882 over here on gold. Damn. Close now, almost 20 pips away. $2 away. You should at least look at Mamba. He is funny and he is same thing you said. Oh. Wish you can come live at noon. No, I'm actually busy at that time. Looks like Chris opened his window. Let the fresh air in.
He was good outside. He was great.
Yeah, I can see it. It's always nice and down in Miami, all the time.
Beautiful weather, beautiful trades.
Yeah, beautiful people.
Feeling good.
Yeah. Started watching you last September. It's been 9 months and I'm still at a break-even phase, but I have learned more and more every day. Oh, nice. Thanks, man. Appreciate it. I can't believe commissions per lot. My account is bleeding. See, that's what happens when you have an ECN account or when you have a raw spread account. You really have to make sure you're not over trading, because when you overtrade, your commissions are going to bleed your account. When you overtrade, remember that. You know, your commissions are going to bleed the account. What happened to Capital Hungry channel? He put everything private. All right. Please invite Steve Leonaire as a guest tomorrow. Tide says he's a robot. If it's true, he can come on his behalf. Oh. All right. Coming close now. 1882. Had a little bit of so take a look at this, the way it started, right? A 1 hour candle closed below support. This is what we were waiting for. And in the middle, we got caught. I mean, I got caught in a bunch of moves here and there, but essentially clean moves. This is something that we were anticipating, and this is something that is exactly what happened here. We read technicals, we read fundamentals, and it came down. Do you have a trading class? No, I don't have a trading class. All right, let's take a look at this. NASDAQ 15. Candle broke below this support, broke below the lows. Nice. Yeah, it's pretty good analysis here, Tom. He has an overtrading class, yes. What would you recommend an ideal lot size for a $500 account? Ideal lot size for a $500 account, I would say maybe 0.05. you know, 0.05, 0.10, 10 cents on a, like, you know, on a, like a higher side, but like 0.05, I think it's pretty good. I watched your interview with ET Crit. What made you go from swing trading to day trading? I'm struggling with the same issue. What made me go from swing trading to day trading was the fact that when I was swing trading, not all of my positions were going in profits. You know, I was having a lot of losses. So when I was looking at my losses, I found that most of the times the positions from my swing trades, they would go in profits for about, let's say 10-15 pips, and then they would go in drawdown. So I started to look at that and I was like, okay, you know, what can I do differently? And I would say, okay, well, maybe I can secure profits at like 15 pips, 20 pips, 10 pips, and just let the rest run. And that's how I moved from swing trading to basically scalping here. Please invite Mr. Fest X to the stream. Really good South African trader. You know, no offense, but I don't trust any South African traders. I just don't. I did 2 of them in the past and just bad experience, man. Like Fugazi all around, finesse. It's just, I don't know what's going on over there. GJ is still ranging here. Yeah, I think the only good move was with gold and GU, pound USD. But gold was the perfect move here below 1892. What do you say about Adam Koo? I previously watched his. You know what? I was about to get. I even messaged him. I haven't gotten a reply back from Adam. I messaged him to be a guest on the streams, but so far I haven't received any replies. In your preference, what's better to use? Fixed lot size or fixed percentage or fixed money per trade? I think fixed money per trade is much better. Yeah, fixed money per trade. If you can identify how much you're willing to lose within a certain trade, I think that's really good. That's what I do. But I think like in the start as well, when you're trading, I think it's really important to kind of like focus on what risk percentage you're going to use in a trade, what risk are you going to apply to every trade that you're going to take. And as you start to get consistent on that risk, then you start to challenge yourself mentally that, okay, I've been using, let's say, 1% risk for about 2-3 months now. I want to maybe like, you know, try to challenge myself with lot sizes, you know, and then you start to look at your lot sizes. That okay, whether you're going to start with 1 lot and then 2 lots, and then slowly you start increasing lot sizes as time goes by. What was your lot size when you started with $700? My lot size was like 10 cents. It was like 10 cents, 15 cents. Then, you know, slowly, gradually increased my lot sizes. Okay. Psycho Forex trading. I also do live stream on currency trading. Oh, nice. Good for you. What do you think about Lamberol? I think he's genuine. I don't think about anyone. What do you think of the daily candle close below previous support? I think this was the move. This was the move from 1892. If you weren't in this move from 1892, taking sells below this area now, it's going to get really, really tricky and really difficult. It's going to get really, really difficult. Ideal lot size for $25,000 account, maybe 2 lots, 1%, 1% to 1.5%. People don't understand. Sometimes, you know, guys say, oh, you can use a higher lot size because of a higher balance. You know, higher balance, percentage stays the same. Lot size, it just seems bigger at that time. Do you pay tax on Forex income? Of course. Everyone pays taxes. You don't pay taxes, they come for you and they take everything. You gotta pay your tax, man. You can't escape taxes. Trust me, government's reach is way stronger than you think it is. They can block your account, they can take over your assets. Ooh, especially if the banks own them. Oh, look at that. We tapped into 1882. We did fill the wicks over here. Had a little problems, but essentially we did.
You know, when we had this whole presidential, the elections coming up, the country was divided because people started to see what certain friends and families like true colors were. And I admit that trading has opened my eyes to that because it just cuts out all the BS. If you come at me with this, oh, the banks are gonna, we're gonna beat the banks. It's like, I already know I'm not having a longer conversation with you. So it's like trading has helped me cut through a lot of that as well, just the same way as like debate groups and stuff,
Yeah, right? Like if a trade you know it's gonna be a bad trade, you just be like, all right, I'm out. Right? And it's sort of like goes towards conversations too. Like at times I get into conversations and in the first minute I know this is going to be a useless conversation and I'm just like, all right, yeah, perfect, you're right, perfect, let's just end it.
It's like that Bruce Lee quote, I'm not agreeing with you to agree, I'm agreeing just so you shut up.
Yeah, exactly. I'm just agreeing so you can just shut up and we can move on. Like, if you think of it logically, you cannot beat the banks. The banks always win. The bank is like the huge casino, which is there to win all the time, no matter what you do. The banks are never losing. The banks pay millions of dollars to systems so that they can be profitable. If a guy comes around with his little $1,000 account and say, "Oh, I'm gonna beat the banks," man, good luck, buddy. Good luck beating the banks. Thank you for today. It's been a tough day and week. I call it a day and see you tomorrow. Awesome. We'll see you tomorrow too. Tomorrow we're going to try to make massive wins, sorry, with NFP, with buy stops and sell stops. Who knows, man? Some may make massive losses. Yeah, massive gains. I just opened an account with Dominion Markets. I made my first deposit. How long? I don't know. If it's through a card, it takes like 1 to 2 days. But if it's through crypto, it takes about max. It takes about 2 hours, something like that. All right, 1882 tapped on gold. Congratulations, whoever is holding till 1882. You made bank today on gold. And yeah, I mean, with that, I'm going to head off here today. Good luck, everybody. Thank you for signing in. Appreciate it.
Thank you, Raja.
Yeah. Thanks, guys.
Thank you.
Take care, everybody.
Adios, amigo.
Hey, amigo.
Thank you, Raja.
Take care.
Salam, Raja.
Wa alaikum salam. Oh, we got robot over here.